10 years after the war that toppled Iraqi President Saddam Hussein, Iraq's economy is booming, according to statistics, but most Iraqis say they haven't benefited from the economic upturn.
VOA's Jerusalem-based correspondent Scott Bobb recently traveled to Iraq to see the country's economy firsthand, and he told me that while it's much improved, notable drawbacks still remain.
The economic situation has improved a little bit. There's evidence of a lot of wealth, a lot of consumer goods in the marketplace, even luxury imported cars and lots of cars. But many Iraqis have not benefited from this. It's going to just a few, whether high government officials or business cronies or a few people who have good jobs.
Early morning in central Baghdad's Bataween district. Out-of-work laborers huddle on the street hoping to pick up a day's wages. Abed Khalid is a house painter. He's been coming here for 10 years. He says he works a few days a month. It earns him about $35 a day.
Everybody is suffering. There are no jobs. When an employer comes by, everyone rushes him, competing to get hired. The income is very little. It's bad, and every day seems to get worse.
So there's a lot of dissatisfaction with the economy, and many people feel that they are no better off now than they were 10 years ago.
Do you think it's because it's also because of security concerns? People have the goods that they want to buy, but because of not knowing what's going to happen on the streets, that's why people are scared to go out and spend the money.
Baghdad's streets are choked with vehicles as workers head to their jobs. In a central market a few kilometers away, Najila Ali Saba shops for her 9 children and 21 grandchildren. She says bombs are a major worry.
Life is difficult because of the security situation, the terrorists. Most of the terrorists are not Iraqis. They are coming from foreign countries.
It was a million times better during the days of Saddam.
Those that say it was better under Saddam often are referring to security. Although it was a brutal authoritarian dictatorship, it was very secure. You could walk the streets at night. There were no, or very rarely were there these bombings that kill innocent civilians. And so this is what they're thinking of. Most Iraqis I spoke with, that is their number one concern and complaint, is the lack of security. They would like that fixed. They just feel that they have not seen 10 years on any benefits from the war and all the suffering, the more than 100,000 people who were killed in it. And so this is why there's a lot of discontent. Things have improved somewhat. There's a bit more freedom in some ways, but there's still a lot of restrictions, and people felt that it should be better now.
10 years ago, U.S.-led forces launched the airstrikes and subsequent ground invasion that brought an end to the regime of President Saddam Hussein. But most Iraqis say the system that replaced him has not fulfilled their hopes for freedom or democracy. They are especially angry at their politicians. They accuse them of widespread corruption and stoking ethnic and sectarian tensions to further their careers.
Corruption is a major impediment to economic recovery and the reconstruction. A lot of money that is being spent on rebuilding the electrical grid, clean water plants, roads, a lot of that money is being diverted. Projects are just not completed, or the money disappears. And they're beginning to realize this, and they're trying to get a handle on it. And among the U.S. Reconstruction projects, more than 80 people have actually gone to prison, and they have recovered $200 million of misspent funds. So there's some of this going on. It's still quite rampant, and there's a certain culture of corruption, and part of this is political patronage. In order to remain in power, the current government has to use contracts and political patronage to keep its supporters happy. So that's another factor as well.
That was VOA's Middle East correspondent Scott Bobb.